Ooh, I think I might need some lighting here. Maybe just, nope, it lightened up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Assalamu alaikum. Hey peeps. Hey, one and all. Um, I'm not going to keep people long because I know everybody probably has a lot of things to do with this being the weekend. And I also know for the people who are actually here and tuned in, you're probably here for the meat and the potatoes, right? Okay. I'm going to give you the meat and potatoes, but you got to bear with the sister a little bit because I have to give you some context into how I got to where I got here. First of all, if you're joining us, I need you to drop it in the chat and let me know. Also, I need to let you, I need for you guys to let me know if you can hear me very, very well. I'm a little bit late because my browser did not support going live. That's what happens when you don't go live on YouTube a lot, okay? My browser didn't support it, so I had to download a different browser. So I just need to make sure that everything is good and you guys can, can hear me okay, okay? Alrighty. Assalamu alaikum. Wonderful. Thank you so much. You guys can hear me. Okay. All right. So real quick, let me give you a little bit of context to my story. And then, yeah, we'll talk about the weight. Okay. All right. And I apologize for any men that come across this and you may feel like, oh my gosh, that's just TMI or anything. But I am sharing my story without embarrassment to myself or my family, my husband or my family, in order to help you guys get a better understanding of your health and your situation and how it can be corrected. Okay. All right. So 2010, I had a hysterectomy. I had some stuff going on, precancerous and different things, whatever. So I had to have the hysterectomy. I kept an ovary because I didn't want to do the artificial hormone replacements and different things like that. You know, stuff that's not good for you. I didn't want to do all of that. So for some years, I was doing okay. Going on in the 2010s, like I got to the 2015, about that time. 2016, I was even still doing rather well. I was doing rather well. um 2016, for those who follow us and those who don't know us, who come across this, November 2016, we lost our oldest son. And that takes the death of a child takes a lot of toll, on you emotionally and different things like that. And emotionally, of course, you emotionally eat. So I noticed myself started gaining weight maybe about 2016, a little bit after that, just constantly just picking up a couple pounds, because I've never been one to hold weight and to hold pounds or anything. That just hasn't been me. Okay, so going along, it's been like okay, like nothing I really had to do something about. And then I think in 2018, we came across cleanses, and we started doing the cleanses. My husband and I, we did D-herbs, and I lost like 12 pounds. If you guys have never done that cleanse, it's a really good cleanse to do, and it cleanses, the body and everything. And so I lost like 12 pounds. And then I think in 19, or even early 2020, we came across Dr. Sebi, and we did his cleanse. And that's a really good cleanse too, because it cleanses mucus from the body, and it puts you, educates you about alkaline diet and stuff like that. So I did all of that. So got the body doing good. And then what happened in 2020, guys? The pandemic set in. Right? This pandemic set in. So everybody was at home. Everybody was at home. Everybody was eating. Everybody was gaining weight. My husband was gaining weight. We at home, we together, and that type of thing. Right? So as as time went on, I just noticed that putting the weight on, it was harder to take the weight off. So in 2018, I actually went to my OBGYN, and I requested some tests, because I was like, something's not right. Something like this is not, like, my body is not right, and different things like that. When I got those test results, which these aren't normal tests that they do, I was pretty low in estrogen. And they wanted to put me on something then, but I don't do pills. I don't take pills. I don't take all the extra synthetic, the fake, the just I don't do any of that. I said I'm gonna try to figure it out. I'm gonna try to figure out my body. Um, Years go on. I'm still trying to read. I'm trying to understand, trying to figure out this estrogen thing, right? So last year, and I'm going to put the link in because this is where I suggest you guys start. Last year, I took a test. If you guys seen us promoting it, Let's Get Checked. The company that we promote, Let's Get Checked, actually offers a female hormone test. And I took that test and it came back really, really awful and saying that I only had like zero point 0.2 estrogen or whatever it was going on, which is it's just pretty much like they might as well just said I had like no estrogen in my body. So that's a problem for a female because without estrogen, everything you are going to pack on the weight. You are going to everything is just going to wreak havoc on your body. So about 6 weeks ago, yeah, about 6 weeks ago, almost 2 months ago, I started noticing that I was becoming um, just a shell of my body, just like I could see myself, but I felt like I was becoming a big squishy for whatever reason. And I started looking up estrogen and how I could get estrogen and the different ways naturally in regards to that, because I knew if I had the right amount of estrogen that I would be able to lose weight. And if you guys have seen some of the posts that I've done about this isn't about like all the diet, the exercise and different things like that. It's about I knew something was wrong inside of my body, and if I could fix it internally, then I knew I could lose the weight, like externally, that the weight would just come off. Okay. All right. So here's what I did. I went out and I discovered HCG. And HCG is an injection that you take every day for 30 days. It's like a natural hormone. It's the extra hormones that you accumulate during pregnancy. And we all know how we felt during pregnancy, right? We were extra estrogen, right? So for someone like me that had almost no estrogen, having the extra estrogen makes my my estrogen balance out. So I started taking the ACG. ACG is it's just a small injection. I don't have diabetes. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have any of that. So if you guys suggest, if you guys are looking at doing this, I suggest you make sure that, and they screen you and ask all these different questions to everything. But I don't have any of that. The only thing that I was having a problem with was the estrogen, and it's just a small injection like this that you do every day, just to see a small amount of medicine that you do every day. And if people who have diabetes and take insulin, you put it like right here beside your belly button, push in your belly button. And I would do that every morning after Farger every day. And I stuck to like protein a protein diet, and I was getting calorie deficient. I was making sure I was calorie deficient every day. Also making sure drinking a bunch of water. I drink between 80 ounces and 100 ounces of water a day, because you do get thirsty and you do get, I don't know if it's from the medicine or the hormone or different things or whatever, but you really need to drink. You need to drink. So you need to be somewhere about bathroom, because I found myself going to the bathroom a lot extra on a daily basis. Also, as a female, we need to make sure that our B6s are good, our B12s, our B4s, our B6, our B vitamins are good. So once a week, I was taking this a lot longer needle. If you guys don't like needle, it's not might be for you. But this is, y'all see the needle? Whoo, this is the B12 injection. And I only take that once a week. And it helps with the B vitamins and your energy and, everything inside, making sure that you get your extra nutrients. Now, here's the thing about food, okay? We could try to get stuff from food, what we're supposed to get from food. But number one, living here in the United States, we know this food is not made correctly. They're putting a lot of extra hormones in it, the pesticides and different things like that. So if the food is, number one, if the food is not good, number two, if it's not being absorbed in your body properly, then you're not getting what you need to get. I had learned that estrogen is made in the gut. I didn't know that. Was never taught that as a child. Never taught that, anything is being a female. Estrogen is made in the gut. So I had to get my gut right. And the B12s and the HCG has helped get my gut right. So I started to lose the weight. And it's just like I said, if you guys go out and look up the HCG, it's just like I said, I started to lose a pound a day. I thought it was bizarre, right? But I would weigh myself every day. I would lose a pound a day, sometimes more than a pound. Sometimes I lost 2 pounds. And it pretty much attacks the fat. That's all it does. Like the muscles are there up under your body, but when you gain the weight, you're gaining all of these fatty pockets. And I started to see myself become more defined. It's like I can see my hamstrings and my biceps are coming back. And you know how you lose this little space here between here and everything because of the fat and the fatty pockets and everything. All of this is coming back and being defined. My stomach is shriveling away. Just no exercise. And my husband is here. He's right here. He's hearing me say all of this. Well, like no exercise. I do nothing outside of my daily just moving around. That is it. But I definitely stick to what I'm supposed to be eating. Number one, no breads, no rice, no pasta, no potato. Somebody has already clicked off this video because I said those things. No bread, no rice, no pasta, no potatoes. And I know that is a lot of some people's diet. Also, limited fruit. Fruit is supposed to be really good for you, and it probably is. But if you have something else going on in your body where it's not metabolizing, it's not doing what it's supposed to do, it's not. So I couldn't eat it. I can only eat apples and just a cup of berries, and it's either or. Now I can't eat them like all at one time. It's because of the sugar that's in the fruit that does not metabolize correctly, until you fix your body. Oils. You have to stay away from oils. Even what you put on your skin. No olive oil, no palm oil, no sunflower oil. I don't try not to do sunflower oil anyway, but any type of oils. You can't do that. So I put shea butter on my hands and different things just to make sure that any lotions or anything that I'm using, because extra oils will mess with the cycle of the liver. When you're correcting yourself, the liver has to process everything, and any extra oils will mess up that process, with the liver. So no oils. I'm not doing any oils. Meat. Got to make sure you get in your meat. 2 servings daily. Chicken, beef, lean cuts, turkey, that kind of thing. With the beef, I'm just doing like a sirloin. I had some beef ribs the other day. They were really good. I put them in the Instant Pot, but they were really good. But so it's not like you're starving yourself, but you do have to watch your portions. You can eat vegetables, but not all kind of vegetables. Okay. I had to give up squash. Why? Because squash has sugar, because it's in the pumpkin family. So no eating of that. So I'm pretty much on like a 0 sugar. And even with my coffee, no sugar. And coffee lovers, no sugar. But I at first I was using oat milk, and then I went over to half and half after I discovered. I didn't even realize see, I'm discovering all kinds of new stuff. I didn't even realize that there was 2 types of half and half. There's the the milk, and then there's the skim milk, the fat free. I didn't know that because I drink half and half, but I can have that in my coffee. And you can drink tea and coffee like all day if that's what you want to do. But Don't put sugar in it. Can't put no sugar. Can't put no honey. No monk fruit. That you could use stevia. I think there's another one, true something or whatever. I don't do artificial sweeteners or anything like that, but it has to be no sugar. So I've pretty much been no sugar since the end of August. I've been doing no sugar. And I don't mind because I'm fixing my body. Like, I don't look at it as, oh my gosh, this is so strict. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. I can't do this. Eventually, I will be. I will be able to eat that donut again. But as of right now, I'm fixing my body. So, and I think, and even with speaking with the doctor and everything, she made a statement about there's no uh coincidence, like women over 50 that kind of look the same way. Y'all know the body types, right? Where we start looking like, like butt and gut, everything. We have the monties and stuff that look like that. There's no coincidence for women who look like that, because it's about your hormones and it's about what's going on inside of your body. And I just said I couldn't do that. I looked at myself at an event that we went to, and I'm looking like, that's not me. Like, I'm me inside this body, but that's not me. Like, where's all this extra roundness and everything is coming from? So I had to figure it out. I'm going to put in the notes how I started with the self-test of with Let's Get Checked and doing the female hormone test, because one of the biggest things is to know where your body is, where your level is. And so I knew that I was low, like really low in estrogen, pretty much to the point where I had none. Like, my body was none. So I'm fighting on a daily basis, even though I didn't, before I started this, I didn't have a whack diet. I wasn't really off the charts as far as my diet was concerned. But even the good that I was doing and the good that I ate didn't end up good because my body wasn't processing it correctly. And so now I have the tools, I have the knowledge of what I need to do and in processing my body. If you guys have any questions, you can, drop them in the chat. I'm not going to be too much longer. I just have a couple more things to explain because I wanted to make sure that you guys got this and you guys understand it, that it's not some just fad thing to do, with diet pills, or, the people that go get the surgeries, or just really, really in the gym and all of that. I've done none of that. I am fixing my body from the inside out, and it works. I gave it a shot. You sometimes you look up stuff and you don't even necessarily think that it's going to work, and you're like, okay, that sounds, a pound a day. That sounds crazy. That sounds like kind of skeptical, or whatever what was going on. And when you start to do it and you see it for yourself, and you come out the room screaming because you're reaching your goals, like you're reaching weight that you hadn't seen in 2-3 years, and you're starting to go under. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. So I shot my shot. I shot my shot. I took my shot on doing that. I want to make sure, I wanted to tell you guys about everything. So I told you about the diet. Oh, and I'm just, like I said, I'm discovering new foods. And guess what? You can eat with doing this. You can eat cheese. Cheese lovers unite. Cheese lovers holla. Cheese lovers, let me hear ya. Cheese lovers, say it. Say it. You can eat cheese, but not the yellow cheeses. It's just the white cheeses. So it would be the mozzarella, the Swiss, the Baby Bell. Rediscovering the Baby Bell. Did you guys know the Baby Bell had all those flavors? Laughing Cow the same way. Did you know that they had all those flavors? Okay. I wasn't a big Greek yogurt eater, but I'm discovering that now, and some recipes you can actually make with plain Greek yogurt. You can also use it for salad dressings. I made tuna salad with it because you can eat fish and the fatty fishes and tuna and different things with this as well. And I made tuna salad with Greek yogurt. I am discovering all kinds of new things. I found a relish that had absolutely no sugar. My mama, if she was alive, she wouldn't believe it if I told her that they have relish with no sugar, zero sugar. Because, you know, that's how we learned our patterns of how we ate is growing up, and our parents and they're feeding us and feeding us sugar. So much sugar is in everything that we have to relearn and rediscover. Um, how to eat and what's good. And there's actually a lot of stuff that's out there because I'm finding it. It's not just the norm, just going in the store and picking something off the shelf. It's about reading, reading the labels and discovering that. So I'm happy. Like I said, I'm gonna put the link in there for you guys to do the Let's Get Checked. You guys get a discount with our code. So you can make sure you go get your kit, get tested first. If it's a female, get the female hormone kit. If this is a male that's interested in doing this, get the male hormone kit. Find out what your levels are, find out where you are, and then just search your area. You could do a Google search on your area for someone that takes care, that does the HCG injections. I'm on my second round of 30 days. It's a 30-day supply. So I'm on my second round of 30 days. And there will be a part 2 to this video because I will let you guys know how many pounds I lose in the next one. I actually might do a picture, but if you'll see me, you'll know. Because I mean, I'm not that big of a person anyway, but I was big to me because I know what I'm supposed to look like. But better than what the looking like, it's the feeling. OMG, the feeling I felt even after the first couple days, I felt fantastic. Like it was just a difference going on in my body, a huge difference going on in my body. Okay. All right. So if there are any questions, I'm just gonna leave it, and hopefully like the people who come across this video and the people who are watching it in a replay, if you have comments or questions, different things, just leave it down there and I will respond to you guys. And I wish you well, especially for the perimenopausal, the menopausal, those having problems holding on to weight, uh, 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 diabetic issues or different things like that. Because if you are diabetic, this is good for you too, because it helps straighten out things in your body. And I wish you well if you decide to take this journey. And if you do, come back to this video and leave a comment. And in 30 days, look for part 2 because I hope to be down another 10 to 15 pounds. And that'll be a total of like, wow, 30 pounds. That would be actually mad crazy. And just speaking of the pounds, just real quick, I've lost way more inches than I have pounds. Like overall, I've lost way more inches. So this is fabulous. All right. Alrighty, guys. Thank you guys for joining me. Subscribe to our channel. I was so excited about getting here and finally getting everything fixed and ready to go. Subscribe to our channel. I'm not a weight loss or wellness guru or anything like that, but I wanted to come and share with you personally as far as what's worked for me, especially if you guys follow us and trust, what we say and the guidance and different things that we do in our lives. I just want to let you guys know that this worked for me and it is working for me. Okay. So talk to you soon. All righty. Assalamu alaikum.